Crazy, bro. Finally a dream come true. Estêvão swapped jerseys directly with Messi and even Suarez against Inter Miami before officially joining Chelsea. Meanwhile, Chelsea also made a big surprise. Jamie Gittens rejected Bayern and Arsenal and only wanted to join Stamford Bridge. But wait, Nkunku could swap clubs with Garnacho? Crazy. The hot rumor is now getting stronger. Arsenal also doesn't want to be left behind. They are one step away from getting keeper from Chelsea, and the transfer fee is only £5 million. And you think that's crazy enough? Crystal Palace almost blew a €60 million transfer for Ousmane Diomande, but now Chelsea and Arsenal are also competing. Plus, Liverpool have secretly been very close to Marc Guehi, former Chelsea Academy defender. Don't miss today's hot news that we have summarized especially for you. And remember, we always update every day. So don't forget to subscribe now so you don't miss the latest news about Chelsea. Crazy! This moment will be remembered forever. Messino finally came face to face with his idol, Lionel Messi, and he didn't go home empty-handed. In the heated Club World Cup match between Palmeiras and Inter Miami, Estêvão Willian not only put on a brave performance, but also made personal history, swapping jerseys with Messi at halftime, then with Luis Suarez after the match. The match ended in a 2-2 draw, but the spotlight wasn't just on the score. During the break in the first half, the camera caught Messi taking off his jersey and handing it directly to Estêvão. Fans on social media immediately went wild, calling this a passing of the torch, a legacy of football glory from the GOAT to his future heir. And sure enough, in the second half, Estêvão continued to perform impressively. Even after the match, Suarez also swapped jerseys with him. What made this moment even more special was that Estêvão will soon be joining Chelsea. This means that the match against Inter Miami is a special farewell before he steps on the Premier League stage with Maresca and the Blues squad. Estêvão is not just another wonder kid. He is the symbol of a new generation, brave, humble, and hungry to prove something. From an academy in Brazil, he is now heading to Europe with 2 legendary jerseys in his bag. Chelsea and Manchester United are reportedly considering a swap deal for 2 young stars, Christopher Nkunku and Alejandro Garnacho. The news was first reported by reputable journalist Matt Law of The Telegraph, who said that the 2 clubs are considering an option where Nkunku heads to Old Trafford, while Garnacho joins Stamford Bridge. Although there has been no formal proposal, internal talks have begun, and the rumors have immediately sparked a heated debate among fans. Nkunku, who has just joined, has not been at his best due to a series of injuries. However, his quality and versatility in attack remain valuable assets. On the other hand, Garnacho is rising in popularity at United. He is only 20 years old, but his contribution last season was crucial, including his spectacular goal in the FA Cup final. The question is, why are these 2 big clubs considering such a bold move? From Chelsea's perspective, Garnacho could be a healthier long-term investment physically and mentally. Meanwhile, United may need a new, more experienced creative figure like Nkunku to boost an inconsistent attack. Who do you think would benefit more if the Nkunku-Garnacho swap did happen? Arsenal will get a 2-time Champions League winner goalkeeper for just £5 million. Yeah. Kepa Arrizabalaga is reportedly one step away from becoming an official Gunners player. According to journalist James McNicholas, Kepa will arrive at London Colney this week to complete his transfer from Chelsea. The value, only £5 million. A price that will make you shake your head, especially for a player with experience at Chelsea and Real Madrid. Kepa himself is no stranger to the Premier League. Last season, he performed quite solidly when he was loaned to Bournemouth, and the season before that, he helped Real Madrid win the Champions League. Although not the main choice, his mentality and playing hours are clearly not half-hearted. Mikel Arteta seems to need a quality replacement for David Raya, and Kepa, with his wealth of experience, is considered the ideal solution. But on the other hand, there is a tone of cynicism from fans who are not happy with Arsenal's tradition of shopping from Chelsea. However, many believe that this time it is different. Kepa is not a throwaway player, but a smart purchase at the right time. Do you think Kepa would be the ideal understudy for Raya at Arsenal? Chelsea have won big in the transfer market again. While many top European clubs are fighting for Jamie Gittens' signature, Borussia Dortmund's explosive young winger has made a firm decision. He only wants to join Chelsea. Gittens performed like crazy last season with 12 goals and 5 assists from 49 matches. This record even surpassed the performance of Chelsea's main wingers, such as Mudryk, Madueke, and Sancho. And it's not just the fans who are amazed. Dortmund captain Emre can even called him an unstoppable player. But the hot story is not just about statistics. It turns out that Bayern Munich had come back with a new offer after failing to get Florian Wirtz and Nico Williams. Arsenal had also been lurking, but all were rejected outright. Gittens was determined. He only wanted Chelsea. According to an exclusive report by TBR Football, a personal agreement was reached since the beginning of this month. However, negotiations between Chelsea and Dortmund regarding the transfer fee only became active again this week. The good news is, an internal source at the club said, an agreement is now getting closer. Chelsea really needs someone like Gittens. After failing to make Sancho permanent and Mudryk's fate is unknown, Gittens is the answer. Energetic, sharp, and has a winning mentality. Maresca's project could be even more dangerous with the presence of this English prodigy. Do you think Jamie Gittens will immediately become a star at Chelsea next season? Crystal Palace were on the verge of setting off a summer transfer bombshell, but it all froze in the process. Their target, 21-year-old Sporting CP defender Ousmane Diomande, is now officially in the hot pursuit of 3 Premier League clubs: Chelsea, Arsenal, and Palace themselves. Diomande, who is now valued at 60 million euros, has thrived since joining Sporting from Midtjylland. In January 2023, he has become a rock in the Portuguese club's back line, even becoming a mainstay of the Ivory Coast national team. His stats are also impressive: 100+ appearances, 6 goals, and 2 assists from the centre-back position. Youth, athleticism, and incredible composure. It's no wonder that many top clubs are starting to take notice. Crystal Palace have actually opened an offer worth 40 million euros in anticipation of Marc Guéhi's departure, but Sporting are firm, less than 60 million euros. Not for sale. Arsenal are also keeping a close eye, although it is unclear how he can compete with the unstoppable Saliba and Gabriel. Chelsea, on the other hand, may be more serious. With the futures of Axel Disasi and Badiashile in doubt, the Blues need fresh blood at the back, and Diomande could be the ideal successor in the Maresca era. At the moment, the negotiations have officially stalled. But is this really the end, or just the beginning of a bidding war in London? Do you think Diomande is worth the 60 million euros the Premier League club are willing to pay? Marc Guéhi is now hotly contested in the transfer market after performing exceptionally with Crystal Palace and leading his team to win the FA Cup last season. Guéhi is now being eyed by many big clubs. And bad news for the Blues fans. Liverpool are reportedly one step away from reaching a personal agreement with the player. According to Rudy Galletti, the Reds are intensively communicating and are ready to submit an official offer to Crystal Palace. On the other hand, Chelsea, who initially wanted to delay the process in order to lower the transfer price, could now be caught out. Guéhi is a centre-back with the complete package: young, tough, proven in the Premier League, and used to be part of Cobham. Ironically, Chelsea have actually lost many of their academy talents in recent years, from Livramento, Lewis Hall to Guéhi. In fact, if they were retained, the Blues would not need to spend a large amount of money to rebuild the defense. 2 years ago, Chelsea managed to beat Liverpool in the fight for Moises Caicedo and Romeo Lavia. But now, the situation has changed. Liverpool's new project is more interesting, stable, and promises trophies. If Chelsea don't act quickly, they could lose one of their best assets for a second time. Do you think Chelsea should move quickly to bring Guéhi back, or let him go to a direct rival like Liverpool?